Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging and cuddling while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I'm here with Mick. I'm at Mick's house. We're in his parlor.
Yes.
He lives a mile up the road, and we're here because he was... What'd you do?
I won. I answered a question.
The bonus question was answered correctly by Mick. You have to supply me with one for Sunday.
Okay, I will.
So I'm here with him. His husband's asleep in the other room. We're trying to be quiet, but can he hear us?
No.
All right. We're in the parlor. Mick, let's just talk. What do you want to talk?
We're going to talk about some things.
Pop music.
Pop music. We're going to talk about some relevant issues of the day and some memories.
Like the corners of my mind.
Misty, watercolored memories of
I go with your
Coney
room.
Lake used to be.
All right, let's start with that. Tell us about your heritage in terms of Roxy's. Oh my God.
Right. Okay. I grew up in Coney Lake, just like Lisa did. And when I was born, I guess, my grandmother and grandfather had a restaurant that was named after my grandmother called Roxy's Restaurant. That later was bought and turned into Mama Bear's, where Lisa worked for many years.
11.
And also, I had an aunt and uncle who had a marina across the street. And
BB's Marina.
BB's Marina.
My dad was in charge of the transaction.
That's right. And now there's a condominium there.
Right. We can talk. There's a picture of my dad with somebody.
Yeah.
Dad was in real estate, and so he was in charge of selling BB's Marina, which is now a condominium.
Right.
And there's a photo of him doing... I know what you should tell them. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Mama Bear.
Mama Bears.
I would like you to tell them about the ferry service and how Judy of Mama Bears would use that to do her laundry.
Yes. Okay. In Conneaut Lake, in the olden days.
Yes.
There was a ferry that that operated in the summer that went from one end of the lake where the town was to the other end of the lake.
Town's still there.
Where the park was, and then made a stop on the east side too.
The east side, you've all heard about it. Go on.
So whenever our dear friend Judy used to live at the park and work there in the summer when she was going to college, she would take her laundry and get on the ferry at Conneaut Lake Park, and then come to town to go to a laundromat to do her laundry.
And you rode with them. It was like huge amounts of laundry, wasn't it?
Insane amounts of laundry.
Just weeks on end, laundry.
The whole summer's worth of laundry.
Now, what were the hours of that ferry? Like, what was the last one? Do you remember that?
Actually, I didn't ride the ferry with her. We went in her car.
Oh, but she did take it over on the ferry before, didn't she?
I don't know.
That's the whole point of the story. Yes.
I think Lisa might have invented that.
No, I did not invent it. I'm going to move this down just a little.
Okay.
I feel that's better.
Yeah, so we're both Conneaut Lake historians, I think, at this point. We know things. We know where the bodies are buried.
We do.
We know who's done what to whom.
Oh, we sure
and
have.
When.
We sure have, Ange.
What happened, but we're not telling.
I'd like to tell the story about the time that thing was delivered to the little out-of-space trailer.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do it in code language,
sure.
though.
We're going to use some codes.
Yes.
Okay, you've heard of the other, right?
I think. Look, should I just explain?
You should explain.
Okay, let me just explain quickly that back in the day, it wasn't even for me anyway.
No.
Some friends of mine called me and asked if they knew how I could possibly obtain something that is legal in
11 states
right now,
recreationally,
but it's not here. So
we never do it.
Right, but I went ahead and called Scooter. I'm going to go ahead and say it because he's dead.
Say it.
Scooter's dead, so now we can talk about him. It's really funny, but you have to kind of know Scooter to get it. He was real jittery and kind of nervous. It was just so funny. Anyhow, the friends came over to get the item. And he came down to my little cottage called Out of Space.
Out of Space,
yes.
Which was awesome. Had moss growing on the roof.
It did, yes. And it was tucked in and just a neat little cottage on the east side. When I came back from Houston, I lived with Gary and Penny Clark in Conneauttville, and I already told you the story how I'd stay overnight here, there, and everywhere. Well, finally I got a little cottage on the east side and lived there even into my marriage for a little bit, like a month. And then we moved to where we are now. Okay. Scooter comes over with a Golden Dawn paper bag filled with the other, ladies and gentlemen. And the way he did it, he just like, I wish I could do it. No. You explain now what happened. He just
jittered on in with a big shopping bag full of the
Paper.
other.
Yes.
And I forget.
He was just real matter of fact. He walks in with it, sets it down, turns on his heel, and just walks out.
Like he just brought some bread or something.
Yeah, I never said a word to anyone because he was all like paranoid that he'd be caught or something.
Right.
You might not, think the story's hilarious. You have to be there, but
Yeah.
it is kind of cute.
It's one of our favorite stories, along with the listening to the scanner chicken recipe.
Oh, I didn't ever tell that story.
You want to?
Yes.
Okay.
You go ahead. They want to see you.
Somehow,
Pardon.
did I have a scanner?
Yes, you brought it over.
I brought a scanner over
To outer space.
to outer space, and I was all excited because we could listen to scanner radio people talking about things. So
We were on my bed
we're
with
on
the
our
scanner.
bed and with the scanner, listening to it scan and people talk, and it was two women on there, right?
Yes, East Side ladies,
East
I
Side
think.
ladies, and they're talking about, well, I went to the Golden Dawn, I bought some chicken, I'm gonna make this, and we just cracked up laughing because here we were,
Grown
all,
people.
like gathered around a radio, listening to two total strangers talk about chicken recipes,
And we thought we were going to catch some major thing, like so-and-so's having an affair, or,
Mhm.
whatever. We
Right.
had evil purposes, Mick, let's face it. We didn't just want to casually listen to the scanner.
we were listening to people's phone calls.
Something,
That's
it
what
was, it wasn't good.
It
But
was a
we've
scanner
now
that could
become
pick up-
good people.
Yeah, right. We were bad then. We've
Made amends or
So-
whatever.
But yeah, this wasn't radio. This was like we could listen to people's portable wireless phones. See, it was new. Young people
Yeah,
will
that's
not
right.
understand.
No, wait a
this.
minute. No, it was the 93 when I moved back. So
I know, but it was pre-cell phone.
did they have?
Yeah,
Ooh,
but they had handheld land phones.
that's right.
But,
That's
but
right.
without a cord.
I still have one.
Cordless-
I
yeah,
still use one.
She still uses.
I
it.
don't use a cell phone as a cell phone, which we all know.
But anyway, so yes, we were doing something sort of quasi not right.
That's right. And then
So
he
was
turned to me. I got to tell them.
Yeah.
We're lounging on the bed. We have a scanner between us. And this is going back and forth with the chicken recipe from ladies probably on the east side. And he's like, are we in bed with the scanner listening to ladies talk about chicken?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. And then we felt guilty and we never did it again.
We were ashamed.
We were. It doesn't take much
And we
for us
thought,
to...
no, it's not right to listen, even if it's just listening to two women talk about chicken.
Yeah. So we learned... I mean, we are pretty easily changed
Yeah.
for the better.
Oh, we have changed. We've improved.
We have.
Yeah.
We totally... we have like a few more minutes. Do you want to tell the Monroe story? You tell it.
Well, okay, there
I'm
was a
having a hot
man.
flash.
There was a man named Monroe.
Don't go last name.
Who Lisa met through horse channels, I believe.
Yes.
And he lived on a little farm and had horses and had a son. And I think he must have been divorced.
Yes.
And he was formerly Amish.
Yes.
And he was also very into being a Christian and talking about Christian topics.
Right.
So Lisa and I became friends with him. Lisa used to go over, I think, to ride his horses.
Well,
and
he had Boomer and I had Joe.
Oh,
Joe's
yeah.
your pony Boomer's
Right,
fine,
well, actually,
remember? Okay.
he owned Joe before Lisa did.
No, Sharon May did.
Sharon May
I got Joe from
He
Sharon.
brokered the horse deal.
No, it
Had
was
nothing
just...
to do with it.
He didn't. Joe lived in one of his pastures with Boomer, whose scooter rode one time, and he was... Oh, that's another
But
story.
anyway, there was a horse connection.
Yes. Boomer and Joe were friends in a
So we used to
pasture.
go over, and then he would sometimes give us popsicles
Oh,
in the
yeah.
summer.
And a Bible. Like, he gave...
He gave us both a little New Testament
Yes.
Bible once, and there was a date,
Yeah, I had a date with him.
a rodeo date.
It's really funny because I wasn't sure if it was a date or not, and then we held hands kind of, and like, what did you say?
Flesh.
Flesh touched flesh or something. He was there was no
Very
way.
Christian.
Yes.
Like there would be no improperness.
Anything,
So-
ladies and gentlemen.
Plus, he was older. Like.
Yeah, he was older.
How much older?
Oh, wow.
A
15
generation
years,
older?
maybe?
Yes, almost
Yeah.
a generation older.
Yeah. But tell about how we went to the driveway, because we're almost...
Oh, so we went to the driveway once. We were out in Lisa's little
Toyota Starlet.
Starlet, which was awesome. And we just thought, well, let's just pop in on Monroe and see if he's home. So it's at night. We pull in the driveway. I don't think he can tell that we're there yet because it's night and it's a big farmhouse or whatever. And then I'm like, Lisa, just go let him know we're here. Go knock on the door. She's like, no, you go. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go. You go. So we are arguing back and forth or discussing.
For quite a while.
For a while. But no, and then we just realize, then we think it's funny, and we start cracking up laughing, and then we just peel out of there.
And we left. Yeah, that was it. We were too scared to go to the door.
And neither one of us could convince the other to go knock on the door and let him know we were there.
Right. I should get Simony in the thing. I don't know if I can.
There was, in fact, I rode a horse there with
Yes.
my saddle, and I'm not at all into doing that. And it's like, just get on the horse and just hold on to his mane. I'm like, okay.
He was terrified.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Well,
Like when you grow
you're
up
like
around
9 feet in the air.
I know when you do horse stuff like I did.
I'm not used to it.
And you just think everybody's going to plunk up there and be happy, and they're not. It can be
I was
really
gonna
scary.
Fall off and die.
I'm in my meeting shirt, yet I don't have a meeting. Anyhow, I think we're done. This is just a rambling video
Smedley Butler.
about the old days. Do you want to do my closing?
I'll do it with you.
Oh, this ought to be fun because he'll go.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for hosting me on Lounging with Lisa for my prize.
Oh, you're welcome. I thought you were going to launch into the closing.
No, but I'm ready.
Okay. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others, drop your political identities,
and
focus on issues. Good, Mick. Leave labels
at the door, man. Don't
research before you
judge. Don't judge first.
That's right, baby. And remember,
Dr. Smedley Butler
says to Gwen for your annual checkup, war is a racket.
War is a racket.
Don't take my word for it.
Read his book.
Yes, General Smedley Butler. Smedley Darlington Butler.
Smedley Darlington.
Maybe that's where you're getting doctor.
But his nickname was Twinkie Pie. Sorry.
It's true.
Just for
We're kidding. It's not true. We have to be accurate on this. All right, I'm signing off. 12 minutes. Okay.
Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's not sign off. Let's go longer.
Okay.
I don't know. Tell us a favorite memory of. We're gonna sign off.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.